Hello and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I am Tina Jha. Before we take you through what made news through the day, I appeal to all our viewers to continue to maintain COVID-appropriate behavior in order to stay safe from the coronavirus infection. Wear your face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and don't forget to maintain physical distancing whenever you step outside. Remember, these simple precautions by us are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. And now let's get you the headlines of the day. Take advantage of the world's growing trust in Indian medicines, medical professionals and equipment, Prime Minister Narendra Modi tells the pharma sector. Asserts that production-linked incentive scheme for 13 sectors will boost production by $520 billion over the next 5 years. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to contest from Nandigram in West Bengal. 51 women in Trinamool Congress's list of 291 candidates. AIADMK also releases first list of 6 candidates in Tamil Nadu. Chief Minister Palaniswamy to contest from Idapadi. BJP names 70 candidates for Assam elections. Chief Minister Sonowal to contest from Majuli seat, Himanta Biswa Sarma from Jalukbari. NDA allies Assam Gan Parishad to contest on 26 seats and UPPL on 8 seats. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu underscores the need to bridge urban-rural disparity in health infrastructure in mission mode, urges public-private partnership to bring advanced health facilities to rural areas. And Prime Minister Modi conferred CERAWeek Global Energy and Environment Leadership Award, urges global community to fight climate change and calamities through behavioral change. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Prime Minister of Sweden, Stephen Löfven, held a virtual summit on Friday where they discussed bilateral issues and other regional and multilateral issues of mutual interest. Both the leaders underlined that the long-standing close relations between India and Sweden were based on shared values of democracy, rule of law, pluralism, equality, freedom of speech and respect for human rights.
हम इनोवेशन, टेक्नोलॉजी, इन्वेस्टमेंट, स्टार्टअप्स और रिसर्च के क्षेत्र में आपसी सहयोग को और गहरा कर सकते हैं। स्मार्ट सिटीज, वाटर ट्रीटमेंट, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी, स्मार्ट ग्रिड्स, ई मोबिलिटी, डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इत्यादि अनेक क्षेत्रों में भी आपसी सहयोग बढ़ाने का अच्छा पोटेंशियल है।
The two leaders also discussed the COVID-19 situation, including the vaccination drive, and stressed on the need for vaccine equity by providing urgent and affordable access to vaccines across all nations.
हमने अब तक लगभग 50 देशों को मेड इन इंडिया वैक्सीन भी उपलब्ध कराई है और आने वाले दिनों में और भी अनेक देशों को वैक्सीन की सप्लाई करने के लिए हम प्रतिबद्ध हैं।
The Prime Minister also noted that India's culture has always stressed on the importance of living in harmony with nature. He said the country is marching ahead on its commitments made under the Paris Agreement.
Exchanging experience, addressing this pandemic, exploring ways to cooperate for the benefit of our countries and the world. Innovation and green recovery will be pivotal in rebuilding our societies, and this should serve as the cornerstone of our partnership looking ahead now.
Asserting that climate change is a priority for both the countries, Prime Minister Modi also called for further cooperation on the issue. He also welcomed Sweden's decision to join the International Solar Alliance.
हम पेरिस एग्रीमेंट में किए गए अपने कमिटमेंट पर दृढ़ता से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। हम इन टारगेट्स को न सिर्फ अचीव करेंगे बल्कि उन्हें एक्सीड करेंगे। G20 देशों में शायद भारत ही अपने कमिटमेंट्स पर अच्छी प्रोग्रेस कर पाया है।
Production-linked incentive scheme will make India Atmanirbhar in various sectors and also boost production, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Friday, addressing a webinar of the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade and Niti Aayog on the PLI scheme. The Prime Minister said the government is continuously carrying out reforms to boost domestic manufacturing. He assured that the government is working with the industries for manufacturing of more user-friendly, affordable, sustainable products having cutting-edge technology. Here's a detailed report. Production-linked incentive scheme is expected to increase the country's production by $520 billion in the next 5 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted on Friday, addressing a webinar on the PLI scheme. The Prime Minister said that the scheme will create an ecosystem for various industries to boost their production. He added that the scheme will enhance export capabilities of industries, generate employment and raise income.
हमारी सरकार मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को बढ़ावा देने के लिए एक के बाद एक लगातार रिफॉर्म्स कर रही है। हमारी नीति और रणनीति हर तरह से स्पष्ट है। हमारी सोच है मिनिमम गवर्नमेंट, मैक्सिमम गवर्नेंस।
The Prime Minister said that PLI scheme in 13 sectors shows the government's commitment towards boosting domestic production. He stated that the government is working to reduce compliance burden, further improve ease of doing business and cut down logistics costs for the industry.
आप सबको साथ लेकर के आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास कर रही है, चाहे ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस पर बल देना हो, कंप्लायंस बर्डन को कम करना हो, लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट को कम करने के लिए मल्टी मॉडल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाने की बात हो, या फिर जिला स्तर पर एक्सपोर्ट हब्स इसका निर्माण हर स्तर पर काम किया जा रहा है।
Giving the mantra of Make in India, Make for the World to India Inc., the Prime Minister said that in recent times, trust has increased globally in Indian products, especially medicines and medical equipment. He stressed on the need to improve the quality of indigenously manufactured products to make them more competitive and acceptable across the world.
भारत की कंपनियां और भारत में की जा रही मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाने के लिए हमें दिन रात एक करना होगा। हमारी प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट, प्रोडक्ट्स की क्वालिटी और एफिशिएंसी ग्लोबल मार्केट में अपनी पहचान बनाए, इसके लिए हमें जुटकर काम करना होगा।
Referring to declaration of year 2023 as the International Year of Millets, the Prime Minister said that it will provide unique opportunities to farmers. In this year's budget, about 2 lakh crore rupees have been earmarked for the PLI scheme for the next 5 years, aiming to make the country self-reliant in various sectors. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Prime Minister Modi has been conferred with the 2021 CERAWeek Global Energy and Environment Leadership Award. Speaking after accepting the award for his commitment to energy sustainability and the environment, the Prime Minister said climate change and calamity are major challenges facing the world today. He said the country is on track to achieve its climate goals before the target date as it switches over to energy-efficient mediums and uses waste to generate energy. He added that climate change can be fought through policies, laws, rules and orders as well as behavioral change.
there is something beyond the world of policies, laws, rules, and orders. The most powerful way to fight climate change is behavioral change. India's vision for environmental transitions includes working with like-minded countries. The initial success of the International Solar Alliance has demonstrated how serious India is when it comes to making efforts for a better planet. We will keep making such efforts in the future.
The Prime Minister dedicated the award to the people of India and the glorious tradition of the country that shows the way to care for environment. The Prime Minister said, in Mahatma Gandhi, India has one of the greatest environment champions to have ever lived. He added that India is working to increase its share of natural gas from 6% to 15% by the year 2030.
It is with great humility that I accept the Sera Week Global Energy and Environment Leadership Award. I dedicate this award to the people of our great motherland India. I dedicate this award to the glorious tradition of our land that has shown the way when it comes to caring for the environment.
Moving on, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has called upon the government and the private sector to work together, underlining that business and industry is important for the country to grow. Interacting with the industrial and trade fraternity in Gujarat, the Vice President urged the governments to resist the temptation of populist policies. He asked them to focus on creating the right infrastructure, facilities and the ecosystem for people and as well as the businesses to grow.
The government and private sector must work together. I am totally in agreement with the Prime Minister. The government should not do business. Government should allow the business to flourish, encourage the business. Without business, without industry, how the country can grow?
The Vice President noted that Atmanirbhar Bharat is a huge opportunity for Indian businesses, adding that the Indian economy has begun to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
Our economy has begun to bounce back. As the world came to a grinding halt due to pandemic, among the many lessons we learned is that the ambitious mission of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, quest for self-reliant India. Everybody should learn, including politicians. And people in high position should go on because world is changing faster. Learn more and more so that you can earn more and more also.
The Vice President has also stressed on the need for bridging the urban-rural disparity in the health infrastructure on a mission mode. Laying the foundation stone of the Nirali multi-speciality hospital in Navsari, the Vice President said that a good healthcare system can stimulate economic development. He also called for public-private partnership to bring advanced health facilities to the rural areas. He urged the health experts to make people aware about the hazards of sedentary lifestyle and the diseases caused by it.
Expenditure on education and health is increasing. The government is rightly focusing its attention on these two areas. But mere governmental efforts alone will not suffice because the challenge is huge. So every one of us, including the private sector, industry, should come forward to join the efforts. We need to bring about greater awareness among the people regarding these lifestyle diseases. I call upon the health experts in both public and private sector to take the lead in initiating a people's campaign on health hazards caused by the sedentary lifestyle and unhealthy dietary habits.
The Vice President urged people to follow Prime Minister Narendra Modi's three-point mantra of reform, perform and transform to bring about transformation in the country. He also called upon the youth to increase their physical activity and shun sedentary lifestyle. Saluting the COVID warriors, the Vice President said that they work with extraordinary will and have made selfless sacrifices to save numerous lives.
Including health sector, but still there is a vast area to go. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi has taken up a number of reforms. He gave a 3-line mantra of reform, perform and transform, transformation of the lives of the people. That is the purpose of all of us, the doctors, the scientists, the researchers, the businessmen and the politicians. Everybody should have that motto, that is transformation for betterment of the nation.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Friday attended the ongoing Combined Commanders Conference 2021 at Kevadia in Gujarat. Delivering the inaugural address, he dwelled upon a wide spectrum of issues affecting the defence as well as security of the country. He spoke at length on the emerging nature of military threats, the critical role of the armed forces in meeting these threats, and the anticipated changes in the nature of warfare in the coming future. Secretaries of Department of Defence, Defence Production, Department of R&D and Financial Advisor, Defence Services also shared their thoughts on various relevant aspects with the combined commanders. Prime Minister Modi will address the conference in Kevadia on Saturday. The Combined Commanders Conference, a 3-day brainstorming meet of the top military officials, began on Thursday. And with that, time for a short break here. More news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
Watch The Big Picture at 9:30 p.m. only on Rajya Sabha television. Do you know which of the following is a constitutional body? Your options are A. Finance Commission, B. National Commission for Scheduled Castes, C. Election Commission, and D. All of the above. See the correct answer tonight at 9:30 p.m. only on Rajya Sabha television.
The notification for the second phase of assembly elections in West Bengal and Assam was issued on Friday. In West Bengal, 30 seats across 4 districts will go to polls on the 1st of April. The last date for filing of nominations is the 12th of March. Scrutiny of papers will be done on the 15th of March, while the withdrawal of candidature ends on the 17th of this month. In Assam, 39 assembly seats will be covered in the second phase. The last day for filing of nomination papers is the 12th of March. A total of 73 lakh voters can exercise their voting rights in this phase. The first phase of polls will be held on the 27th of March. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee released the list of Trinamool Congress candidates for the upcoming assembly polls on Friday. The TMC list for 291 out of 294 seats lays emphasis on the youth, minority, women and backward communities. Mamata Banerjee has announced that she will contest from Nandigram. She will vacate her traditional Bhawanipur seat in Kolkata, from where Shobhandev Chattopadhyay will contest this time. 3 candidates of TMC ally, Bimal Gurung faction of Gorkha Janmukti Morcha, will be contesting from the remaining 3 seats in Darjeeling. Mamata Banerjee said that the party has laid stress on more youth and women candidates this time, and over 20 sitting MLAs have been dropped. Exuding confidence of returning to power for the 3rd consecutive time, Mamata Banerjee said that she will create Vidhan Parishad after returning to power to accommodate senior and experienced leaders. She also thanked the RJD, the Samajwadi Party, Shiv Sena, the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and the NCP for their support to the Trinamool Congress. And the alliance of the Left Front, Congress and the newly formed Indian Secular Front on Friday announced the names of constituencies from where each party will contest for the first two phases of the assembly elections in West Bengal. The Left Front also announced the candidates for the seats allotted to it. The Congress and the ISF will come out with the names of their contestants later. Left Front Chairman Biman Bose said that consensus on some seats is yet to be arrived at by the alliance partners. Nandigram, from where Mamata Banerjee will contest, is one such seat. Assembly elections in the state will be held in 8 phases between the 27th of March till the 29th of April. The counting of votes will take place on the 2nd of May. The BJP released its first list of 70 candidates for the Assam Assembly polls on Friday. State Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal will contest from Majuli and Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma from Jalukbari. In the first list, the BJP has replaced 11 sitting MLAs with new faces this time. BJP General Secretary Arun Singh said that as per the seat sharing agreement, AGP and UPPL will contest on 26 and 8 seats respectively. The 3-phase Assam Assembly polls will be held on the 27th of March, the 1st of April and the 6th of April. In the first phase, 47 constituencies will go to polls. In the second phase, polling will be held in 39 constituencies. And in the third and the final phase, polling will be held in 40 constituencies. And down south in Tamil Nadu, ruling AIADMK released its first list of 6 candidates for the upcoming assembly elections in the state. Chief Minister K. Palaniswamy will contest from his home constituency of Edapadi in Salem, while Deputy Chief Minister O. Selvam will contest from Bodinayakannur in Theni district. The AIADMK has already allotted 23 seats to ally PMK and is yet to conclude seat-sharing talks with the BJP. Fisheries Minister D. Jayakumar has been fielded from Royapuram, while Law Minister Shanmugam will contest from Vilupuram. MLAs SP Shanmuganthan and S. Tenmori will contest from Srivai-Gundam and Nilakottai respectively. The state of Tamil Nadu will vote on the 6th of April for 234 assembly seats. And talking about the ongoing vaccination drive, over 1.8 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered in the country as on date. These include 68,50,000 healthcare workers who have been administered the first dose and over 31 lakh healthcare workers who have also been given the second dose of the vaccine. Besides, 61 lakh frontline workers who have received the first dose and 67,297 frontline workers who have been administered the second dose of the vaccine. In addition, 2,35,000 beneficiaries aged more than 45 years with specific comorbidities and 16 lakh beneficiaries above 60 years of age have been given the first dose of the vaccine. Meanwhile, India's COVID-19 cases tally has risen to over 1.11 crore with nearly 17,000 new infections reported from across the country in the last 24 hours. 6 states, that of Maharashtra, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and National Capital Delhi have reported a surge in daily new cases. Maharashtra continued to report the highest daily new cases at 8,998. It is followed by Kerala with 2,616 cases, while Punjab reported 1,071 new cases. In Maharashtra, new restrictions have been imposed in Nagpur due to the spike in the number of cases. Schools, colleges, coaching classes, weekly markets and swimming pools will remain shut till the 14th of March, while all sports events have also been banned. Union Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank inaugurated the 29th edition of the World Book Fair virtually on Friday. The theme for the World Book Fair 2021 is National Education Policy 2020. The fair will be held virtually from the 6th to the 9th of March. Addressing the event, the minister said that national education policy will establish India as a knowledge hub. He also urged students to read as well as gift books to each other.
दुनिया में कोविड काल में आई भारत की विश्व के सबसे बड़े रिफॉर्म के रूप में आई व्यापक परिवर्तनों के साथ NEP 2020 को भी याद किया जाएगा कि ऐसे विषम परिस्थितियों में भी भारत एक ऐसी नई शिक्षा नीति को लेकर आया है जो पूरी दुनिया को भारत को एक न केवल नॉलेज के हब के रूप में करेगा बल्कि जो एक अच्छा मानव के साथ एक महामानव भी बनाएगा.
And that's it from us in this bulletin. But before we leave, I once again appeal to all our viewers to stay safe from the ongoing pandemic. Remember to wear your face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and don't forget to maintain physical distancing each time you step outside. These simple precautions by us are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic, which is not over yet. Take care of yourselves and your families. Good night. Thank you for your time.